Hello, this is Doug Farragher welcoming you once more to another lesson in learning Manx Gaelic, ABBYR SHEN. Lesson 3, Lesson 3. And this one deals with cred, which means where. Cred. And in this lesson we learn how to ask where people live. So it's logical to start with some Manx place names. In English, man, or man with two N's, is the shortened version of the Manx Gaelic name for the island, Mannin. That's Mannin, M-A-N-N-I-N. Ellanvannin, or as the Manx people now call it, Ellanvannin, is simply Island of Mannin. And this name was bestowed upon us by the Derby family, the Lords of Man. But in Manx Gaelic, we never call it Ellanvannin. We usually call it Mannin. Now, the names of some Manx towns and villages, some of the most important ones, are Doolish for Douglas. Doolish, that means Black Stream. Rumsay means Ramsey, and that is a Manx attempt at pronouncing a Norse name. Pertnahinja is Peel, and Pertnahinja means the port of the island, but the island in question being St. Patrick's Isle. Ballycastle is Castletown. Ballia means town or settlement, and Cashel means castle. So therefore, Ballycastle means town of a castle. Perchan is Port Erin. Pertlamorra is Port St. Mary. Laxa is Laxey. That again is a Norse name meaning salmon river, and Laxa is the Manx Gaelic attempt at pronouncing whatever the Norwegian Vikings called it. Ciondrochad is Onken. That is the village of Onken. The actual parish of Onken is called Concan, or Connachan, and that means doghead or St. Christopher. It's a nickname in Middle Irish for St. Christopher, who was called Doghead. And Onken, without the C in front of it, is completely wrong. It's really Concan. The Manx name for Onken, that is for the village itself, Cion or Ciodden means head or end, and Drochad means bridge. So Ciondrochad really means bridge end. Say you want to tell someone where you live. You might say, Tammy Cummel ons Rumsay. I live in Ramsey. Now, all the Manx conversation and sentences I'm going to say slowly first, and then at normal conversational speed. So, Ta mi cummel on some say is really spoken. Ta mi cummel on some say. I live in Ramsey. Or ta mi bear, or ta mi bega on some say. I live in Ramsey. Ta mi bear on some say. Cummel means living in the sense of dwelling. Bear or bega means the same thing. Uns means in. And here are some more examples. Te cummel ons Doolish. Te cummel ons Doolish. He lives in Douglas. Te cummel ons Pertnahinja. She lives in Peel. Te cummel ons Pertnahinja. Tashin Berger ons Ballycastle. Tashin Bear ons Ballycastle. We live in Castletown. Now for some questions and answers. Vel u cummel ons Perchan. Chanel. Tammy cummel ons Doolish. Vel u cummel ons Perchan. Chanel. Tammy cummel ons Doolish. And that means, do you live in Port Erin? No, I live in Douglas. Vel shu cummel ons Rumsay. Te. Tashin cummel ons Rumsay. Vel shu cummel ons Rumsay? Te. Tashin cummel ons Rumsay. Do you live in Ramsey? Yes, we live in Ramsey. Veli bega ons pert lemora. Chanel die bega ons balechastjo. Veli bear ons pert lemora. Chanel die bear ons balechastjo. Does she live in Port St. Mary? No, she lives in Castletown. Vele kommel ons doelish. Chanel te kommel ons kjondrachad. Vele kommel ons doelish. Chanel te kommel ons kjondrachad. Does he live in Douglas? No, he lives in Onken. Vel ad kommel ons pert nahinja. Te. Vel ad kommel ons pert nahinja. Te. Do they live in Peel? Yes. Still on this theme of where people live, here are some related words. Cred, where. Onshaw, here. Onshen, there. Nierin, Ireland. Nalben, Scotland. Breton, Wales. Sawston, England. Urank, France. The Gaelic name for France is really Frank, but we call it Urank, the France, the same as the French call it La France. España, Spain, which is really the Spain. Using the words above in more questions and answers, Vele kommel ons Sawston, Chanel, te kommel ons Manin. Vele kommel ons Sawston, Chanel, te kommel ons Manin. Does he live in England? No, he lives in Man. Vele kommel ons Nieren. Te kommel ons Nieren. Vele kommel ons Nieren. Te kommel ons Nieren. Does she live in Ireland? Yes, she lives in Ireland. Vel shu kommel ons Breton. Chanel te sin kommel ons Nalben. Vel shu kommel ons Breton. Chanel te sin kommel ons Nalben. Do you live in Wales? No, we live in Scotland. Tau kommel ons Ranknish nach wel. Chanel te mi kommel ons Spanje. Tau kommel ons Ranknish nach wel. Chanel te mi kommel ons Spanje. You're living in France now, aren't you? No, I'm living in Spain. Note that the ons is often shortened to s. Also, ons often becomes sin. Tau kommel sarank. Tau kommel sarank, you live in France. Cred ons mannen te kommel. Ons braden. Cred ons mannen te kommel, ons Braden. Where in Man does he live? In Braden. Cred tau kommel. Ons doelish. Cred tau kommel. Ons doelish. Where do you live? In Douglas. Cred tan tai egge. Ons pert nahinja. Cred tan tai egge. Ons pert nahinja. Where's his house? In Peel. Cred tan tai ed. On shore. Cred tan tai ed. On shore. Where's your house? Here. Cred tan tai ek. Te on shedden. Cred tan tai ek te on shedden. Where's her house? It's there. Say we're asking for directions. And you ask the question, Cred tan tai egge. Cred tan tai egge. Where's his house? You could answer, perhaps tau gol Gusavilla Marina. Esh tau gol sus a red lane, as tan tai egge a lau yesh. Tau gol Gusavilla Marina, esh tau gol sus a red lane, as tan tai egge a lau yesh. You go to the Villa Marina, then you go up Broadway, and his house is on the right-hand side. And just because we have Villa Marina here in Italian, doesn't mean to say that we haven't got it in Manx. The Manx for Villa Marina, which means sea house, is Tai Namara. But if we said that in Manx, no one would understand us. But everyone knows where the Villa Marina is. Now, to look at a few new words, gus is toe, eist, then, sus, up, that's in the sense of going upwards, red, road or way, lane, broad, red lane, Broadway, on, lew, hand, jesh, right. Incidentally, that word also means nice. Allow yesh, the right hand, or the right side. And notice that jesh becomes yesh after low. This is an example of a mutation or letter change. And you can see the notes at the end of the lessons in the booklet for rules on the mutations if you want to. But don't worry too much about mutations at this stage. Just learn things like allow yesh as a fixed package. And remember that it means on the right hand. For good reasons, we should add the following words. Shees, down, in the sense of going downward. Torstal, left or left hand. Allow horstal, on the left-hand side. The T becomes H here. Doesn't matter why at this stage. Shulachen is promenade. Chulachen, on the promenade. The SH in Shulachen becomes ch, like in cherry, after Ardennes is terrace. Ardennes Clarence is Clarence Terrace. You see, we cannot translate Clarence into Manx, so we call it Ardennes Clarence. And note the word order, the Clarence comes after terrace, so it's really terrace of Clarence. Now, a question could be cred tantai ek. Cred tantai ek. Where's her house? And you could answer tau golshis red lien. Eist tantai ek lau hostel. Chulachen. Teons Ardennes Clarence. Or at normal speed, that would sound like tau golshis red lien. Eist tantai ek lau hostel. Chulachen. Teons Ardennes Clarence. You go down Broadway, then her house is on the left-hand side. On the promenade, it's in Clarence Terrace. In Manx, we have to be careful about the words for up and down. We only use sos and shees if motion is involved. Tamigol sos gesneel. Tamigol sos gesneel. I'm going up to Snaefell. Tegol shees geslaxa. He's going down to Laxey, and at normal speed, that's Tegol shees geslaxa. We spell Laxey in Manx with a K because there is no X. Neither is there a Z in the Manx language. If motion is not involved, we say hos for up and hees for down. For example, te kummel hos ons Cregna Bay. Te kummel hos ons Cregna Bay. He's living up in Cregna Bay. As you can see in Manx Gaelic, we do not say Cregna Bar. Te kummel his ons Laxa. Te kummel his ons Laxa. She lives down in Laxey. Hos means up or up above at rest, and his means down or down below at rest. As some more examples, cred te hos. Cred te hos. Where is he? He's up above. Cred te kiri. His. Where's Kiri? Down below. Kiri is the Manx form of Kitty, which is a pet name for Catherine. Tajuan gul sus red. Tajuan gul sus red. John's going up the road. Nach wel pai gol shis gesatulachen. Nach wel pai gol shis gesatulachen. Isn't Peggy going down to the promenade? And now we have some more colortus, conversation between Dúlis and Ewan. And Dúlis says, Velu golshis gisatulachen nish Ewan. Velu golshis gisatulachen nish Ewan. And that means, are you going down to the promenade now, Ewan? Ewan replies, Te, tamigol nish. Nach velu kommel he said a chulachen nish. Te, tamigol nish. Nach velu kommel he said a chulachen nish. And that means, yes, I'm going now. Aren't you living on the promenade now? And Dúlis says, Te mai the lure, he's son shedden. Nach velu kommel ons pert na hinge. Te mai the lure, he's son shedden. Nach velu kommel ons pert na hinge. And that means, yes, it's nice enough down there. Aren't you living in Peel? And Ewan replies, Te fi vai on shedden. Vel a tai ed moor. And at normal speed, that's Te fi vai on shedden. Vel a tai ed moor. And that means, yes, it's very nice there. Is your house big? And Dúlis replies, Te moor the lure. Te moor the lure. It's big enough. And just to finish the lesson off, I'd better tell you that the lure, which is known to all Manx people, as in Tre the lure, time enough, is the Manx form of the older Gaelic galore, as in whiskey galore, which has been adopted into English from Gaelic. And that concludes Lesson 3 in ABBYR SHEN, or as we would say in Manx, the Shen Kudjera Lesson 3, ons ABBYR SHEN.